Hey guys, what is going on? Today we got my 2021-2022 NFL playoff bracket. So I'm super excited for this video because I feel like every single team in the playoffs this year has a real chance at winning the Super Bowl, except maybe the Steelers. I'm sorry, Steelers fans. I didn't mean to roast the Steelers there or anything like that, but it just seems like it's not their year, to be honest. But listen, I think this is going to be a great playoff, and I really went back and forth about a ton of these picks. I'm not very confident in this. It probably could have gone any other way. But let me stop talking, and let's just get into this. So let's start with the Steelers game because I feel confident in this selection. So it is Chiefs versus Steelers. Steelers are obviously the 7th seed in the AFC, and I got to go with the Chiefs in this one. It's Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the playoffs. This Chiefs team has been to back-to-back Super Bowls in the past 2 seasons. Obviously, they didn't win it last year, but they won it the year before. This team is just so good in the playoffs, and despite how good this Steelers defense is, this Chiefs team can come back from any deficit in the playoffs. We've seen them do it before, and I just don't feel comfortable, thinking Ben Roethlisberger could beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. So I got to go with the Chiefs there. The next game we got in the AFC, we got the Bills versus the Patriots. The Bills are the 3 seed. The Patriots are the 6 seed. And this game can honestly go either way, in my opinion. This could be a really close game. Obviously, these teams are division rivals, but I have to go with the Bills in this one. I know. That was actually a very tough decision. But listen, both these teams split their 2 games against each other this year. The Bills won the most recent game versus the Patriots, and they kind of made Mac Jones look silly in that game. He had a really bad completion percentage. He threw 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, and the Bills are going to be at home. I'm just going with the more experienced quarterback here in Josh Allen rather than the rookie Mac Jones. Mac Jones has had a great season, but he's kind of been trending down lately in these past few games. Last few games, I should say, of the season. So I'm going to go with the experienced group here in the Bills. But listen, it's Bill Belichick on the other side, so anything could happen. This should be a really, really good game. I just trust the Bills' game plan more now as well. In that first game versus the Patriots, the Bills really weren't running the ball before that game. They weren't really committed to the run game, and then they get to that really windy game, and it's they don't have a run game, and it's a mess because you can't really throw the ball. But recently they have been running the ball more, actually handing the ball off. So I just feel comfortable with the Bills in this matchup right now. So I'm going to go with the Bills to beat the Patriots in round 1. The final AFC wildcard game we got here is Bengals versus Raiders. So the Bengals are the 4 seed. The Raiders are the 5 seed. And this could be a pretty close game if the Raiders pass rush is able to get to Joe Burrow. I like the Raiders pass rush versus this Bengals offensive line because this Bengals offensive line is not good. Joe Burrow has been sacked a ton, but the bad news for the Raiders is the secondary is not very good. And Joe Burrow and this offense have been on fire lately. I mean, he's been just shredding defenses. So I'm going to take the team that has a lot of momentum right now, and I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think this offense is really unstoppable at this point. Now, let's move over to the NFC. Let's start out with the number 2 seed versus the number 7 seed. The Buccaneers, who are obviously the 2 seed, versus the Eagles, who are the 7 seed. Eagles, I've said this before, you guys have had a great season. I thought this was a rebuilding year for you guys, but you guys were like, no, we're actually going to make the playoffs. And I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, here they are in the playoffs. They're going to play the Buccaneers in round 1. But unfortunately, I think they're going to lose to the Buccaneers in round 1. They're just like a year or 2 away from being a legit Super Bowl contender. I think it's great that the Eagles are going to get this experience, this playoff experience for their young team, but it's Tom Brady who's playing like an MVP. Bucs are getting a lot of players back from injury, especially on that defense, which is going to help them out. And I just got to go with the Buccaneers here. I really do. The next game we got is the Cowboys, who are the 3 seed, versus the 49ers, who are the 6th seed in the NFC. This, I think, could be the best playoff game this weekend. I really think this might be the best game. 49ers, great defense. I like how they match up with the Cowboys offense. But the thing is, this Cowboys offense, it's such a wild card. You don't know which Cowboys offense you are going to see on the field. Sometimes it's amazing and they're scoring all these touchdowns, and sometimes it looks like they're really struggling. And the Cowboys defense has been playing really well this season too. So I gotta say this. I went back and forth with this game a ton. I went back and forth with who I thought was gonna win this game a ton. I changed my answer like a million times. I wanted to go with the 49ers, but I just have to go with the Cowboys because I just feel like the Cowboys didn't have the season they had just to lose in the first round. Like I just can't see them losing in the first round. I just can't. Let me say this though. If the 49ers do win this game, watch out because then I think they can actually make a run. I will say that. So this could be I think this is going to be a really close game. Like this, I think is going to be the best game this weekend, but I got to go with the Cowboys. Sorry, 49ers fans, but I think you guys still could win. I think it's going to be a very close game, like I said. Next game we got here is the 4 seed, the Los Angeles Rams, versus the 5 seed, the Arizona Cardinals. This is another tough game where I'm like, ooh, this could go either way. Another game where we got 2 division rivals. And it's very tough for me to decide here because the Rams just lost to the 49ers. The Cardinals just lost to the Seahawks. Both these teams just lost to their division rivals in Week 18. Both these teams have been wildly inconsistent to end the season after a pretty solid start to the season. Both these teams are kind of in the same boat right now. They're heading into the playoffs, and I don't know how to feel about either of them because they have been so inconsistent. With that being said, I feel like I need to pick an upset. I haven't picked any upsets yet. So I got to go with the Cardinals. They're playing on the road. They play better on the road. I just feel like the Cardinals have more momentum right now than the Rams, and Matthew Stafford's interceptions are making me nervous. I don't know how he's going to play in a playoff situation like this versus a division rival. I don't know. He's been throwing a ton of interceptions lately. That's my main concern. If he doesn't turn the ball over, I think the Rams can win, but I'm going to go with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals right now. That's another good game. That Monday night game is going to be very good. Very excited for that game. Let's move back over to the AFC. Let's go with the Titans versus the Bengals. So this is the number 1 seed Titans versus the number 4 seed Bengals. Wow. A great defense versus a great offense here. We got the really good Titans defense versus the really good Bengals offense. I like how this Titans defense matches up with this Bengals offense. But I want to go with the Bengals here. I'm sorry, Titans fans. I want to go with the Bengals. There has to be that one crazy game. Where everyone's like, we had no idea that was coming. Oh my God, we had no idea. This is crazy. And I just feel like it could be the Bengals this year. As long as Joe Burrow is okay and, not getting sacked a million times. The O-line just needs to play semi-okay because he's been sacked a ton, but still is putting up crazy numbers. It just seems like the Bengals are the hottest team coming into the playoffs right now. I just feel like they have so much momentum right now, and it's not like they're just winning games. I know they lost, they lost last game of the season to the Browns, right? But that's because Joey B wasn't playing or anything like that. That wasn't like a real game. It's because they're not just winning. They weren't just winning those games at the end of the season, right? Joe Burrow was putting up insane numbers. Jamar Chase was putting up insane numbers. Like they were doing everything they had to do and more to win those games. So I am going to go with the Bengals. I just don't know if the Titans offense can keep up with the Bengals offense. Even if Derrick Henry is playing, I don't know if they can keep up. I don't know. This should be a really good game though. And yeah, I'm sorry. That might be a controversial pick right there, but I'm going to go with the Bengals. Next game we got in the AFC is the number 3 seed Bills versus the number 2 seed Kansas City Chiefs. We've seen this matchup a ton recently. It's usually a great game. 2 quarterbacks with great arms, Allen and Mahomes. Going to be a great offensive game. If you love offensive football, this should be a great game. But I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs yet again. I trust the Chiefs' playoff experience versus the Bills. I know the Bills made a nice playoff run last season, just falling shy of making it to the Super Bowl. But I trust this Chiefs playoff experience when the game is on the line. Let's say you need to choose one of these quarterbacks to win you the game and go on a game-winning drive. I would go with Mahomes, in my opinion. I would pick Mahomes versus Josh Allen in that situation. I just feel like Mahomes is less likely to make mistakes in big games. I just feel like Mahomes is always ready for the big moment. And this Chiefs team is always so good in the playoffs. So I got to go with the Chiefs in this one. Now, in the NFC, we got the number 1 seed Packers versus the number 5 seed Arizona Cardinals. So it's going to be the Packers' first game of the playoffs because they had the bye with the 1 seed. And the Packers aren't just going to have home field advantage. They're going to have home weather advantage. They're going to be playing in freezing cold Lambeau versus a team that usually plays, their home games in Arizona. Well, they do play their home games in Arizona. And I think that's really going to have an impact on this game. Like, the Packers are built for the cold weather. They're used to playing in the freezing cold. The Cardinals, not so much. The Packers have been so consistent this season despite the injuries. Cardinals, not so much. Second half of the season, they have been very inconsistent, which is why I got to go with the Packers in this game. They are just so good right now. They are really, really good right now. Everyone is playing so well on that team. Got to go with the Packers. Next game, we got Buccaneers, who are the number 2 seed versus the number 3 seed Cowboys. Wow. Woo. This could be a close game. This was the first game we saw this season. This matchup was the first game of the season this year. It was a close game. Bucs obviously won, but Cowboys almost got the win there. I don't know. This game, I don't know. I don't know who to pick right now. I got to be honest. I don't know because the Cowboys offense could, beat the Buccaneers defense in my opinion. But I don't know. Again, what Cowboys offense are we going to be seeing on the field? This Cowboys defense is a little young. Yes, they've played incredible this season, but they are a little young. They're gonna be going up against the GOAT Tom Brady. I gotta go with the Bucs. I don't know. The Bucs are like the safe choice there. I gotta go with the Bucs, but this game could be so close again. I could see the Cowboys winning this game, but I'm gonna go with the safe pick there and go with the Bucs because I don't know. It's Tom Brady and he's playing like an MVP this year, so. I gotta pick Tom. I gotta pick Tom to at least make the NFC Championship. Let's go back to the AFC. Speaking of championships, this is the AFC Championship. The number 2 seed Kansas City Chiefs versus the number 4 seed Cincinnati Bengals. I'm sorry, Bengals. It's been a really nice run, but the Chiefs are experienced. They have that playoff experience. They're used to this. This is just like a regular season game for them, the AFC Championship. They've just always been here. They're so used to being here. So I got to go with the Chiefs. I'm sorry, Bengals. It was a Cinderella story for sure. You guys will definitely be back, but I got to go with the Chiefs in a situation like this. Next, we got the Packers, who are the number 1 seed, versus the Buccaneers, who are the number 2 seed in the NFC Championship. This is a repeat of last year's NFC Championship. Bucs did win this game last year, but I'm going with the Packers this year. Packers are too good right now. Like, the Packers are just winning. All the Packers do is win right now, and I really think they're going to be able to beat the Buccaneers in the championship game. So that means our Super Bowl is set. I know this is a pretty basic Super Bowl. Everyone kind of has this Super Bowl prediction right now. We got Packers versus Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and this was actually my Super Bowl prediction last year when the playoffs started. Last year when I was doing my playoff bracket, I had Packers versus Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That didn't happen though. But maybe it will happen this year. And who do I have to win the Super Bowl? I have the Green Bay Packers. I don't know. They just look a tier above every other team in the NFL. They just look like they're in a tier of their own right now. They're playing so well. Who's stopping Aaron Rodgers in this offense right now? They're getting key players back on defense. This defense has been playing well despite the injury, so now they're just going to get stronger. I don't know. The Packers are really well coached too. Gotta go with the Packers. I think this is their year. I think this is the Packers' year. I'm going to go with them to win the Super Bowl. And yeah, guys, that is my playoff prediction. It's probably wrong, but that is it. Let me know what your playoff prediction is like. Who do you got winning the Super Bowl? Or let me know your Super Bowl matchup. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you made it this far. It really does help out the channel. And feel free to subscribe, guys. Appreciate you. Peace.